I discovered this nice little campsite here a little bit earlier. It's too small for my use, but well, if you just had yourself a small van or a car, well, maybe a tent, to come back into here and park, pitch your tent back here. You'd be in the only shade in this entire desert, I think. This is could be a nice little spot. Clean it up a little bit. Make sure you're not sleeping in somebody else's mess. And it's 10 degrees cooler, right? Stepping right in back into this. Shoot, you could just pitch your tent and some chairs right here. Make a go of it for a little while. Yeah, it might. My rig would almost fit in here, but not quite. Plus, I need the sun, solar, and all that. So I'm gonna continue with my little walk. Shoot, I bet I was zoomed in all this time. Anyway, the other day I discovered this little marker here next to the road. I think it's a right-of-way indicator. But it's just a strange thing. What's inscribed on it? Says something like at the top, Noble Queen number 33. I don't know, corner, northwest corner. Noble, D-U-E-E-N, Nobi. Anyway, I saw that, and of course, the first thing was I saw Noble Reed, I thought is what it said, and I freaked out a little bit. Just some marker marking a corner of something, northwest corner. Might just be an indication, like an offset to another marker. They do that. There's an arrow pointed halfway down, pointing straight forward, so there might be in the center of the road. I'll go take a look. No, I don't see anything right now, but back in my day as a surveyor, I had some of the best time, most interesting stuff that I did, and we would have put what's called a turning point, like driven a nail in somewhere out here in the road that we could use as what they call a turning point, a temporary turning point, where I'd set up my instruments and we'd take a turn and move on to the next spot, and then have a little witness point like that stake over there, just indicating to nobody but us how to reproduce that survey that we were in the middle of. And then at the end of it, add up all the numbers and check into the beginning and ending known points and see how close we came at the end with all the numbers adding up. But I sure don't see anything here. And who knows what it actually is. Anyhow, interesting. You know how my mind works. I came out here halfway expecting to find holes having been shot through these signs, because earlier today I was sitting there and heard 3 gunshots fired from up here, and I swear to you, I could hear the ricochets whistling by. So a fellow was just up here shooting off into nowhere, hidden rocks and them things ricocheting, and coming close enough where I could hear them. I was about to freak out. I know the odds would be very low of being hit by one of those, but if I was, that guy would have been in big trouble. It would piss me off to no end. Looking off into the distance here, just out for a stroll, and it's cooling off a little bit now. It got up to 93 today. Yes, sir. It's going to motivate me to go north pretty quick. I'm not going to be able to put up with a whole lot of this. Well, hello there. Just took another walk. It's 5:30. It's still quite warm out, so I didn't go far. I got back here and it kind of dawned on me that I'd like to work on a YouTube video, but I've come to the conclusion that I need to change the way I do that. I have been using the free Microsoft version of their video editor. I'm going to have to find one that I can buy, because I guess I'll just stick with, I'll keep making videos. I got 70 views on that last upload. I can't imagine what the heck happened. I can't figure it out. Why would I have gotten 70 views within 2 days? I had 70 views on that thing. And that's okay, you know. Again, I'm not so sure what people. I think there's a access point to go to the Guadalupe Peak and service those towers, because there are some trucks that go by here and they don't stop. And this is, as far as I know, the next stop is Guadalupe Peak. You keep going and that's where you're going to go. I don't think they climb it with those vehicles, but they might go to the bottom and meet up with somebody who goes up and down and meets them, and they give them a ride or something, pick them up. Interesting, but it ain't me. It ain't about me. Yeah, well, anyhow, I will just turn this session off and sit here and sweat a little bit and end my day. See myself in the video, so I may or not be recording myself. I don't know. Yes, sir. This is going to be a hard way to go. Hard way to go. But I can do it. I really admire the fellows online, and guys and girls, that do these videos. And some of them make it look so easy. And they look so good doing it. That Hannah Lee Duggan, she's gorgeous. And she even looks gorgeous doing these videos. She's talented. I'm impressed. Rosa, she's pretty impressive too. She lives in her little Honda Element full time. She makes some pretty impressive videos. She's not supermodel potential, but I respect her big time. Foresty Forest. I don't recall having him in my subscription list. I really respect him. He's had several different vehicles and he van lifes it all the time. Rugged Canadian mountains, mountain climbing, really outdoorsman, woodsman, and van lifer. Respect. A few other people, you know, that's it takes something special for these people. Intelligence and talent. And it helps to have a little beauty behind you. None of which I'm ever going to achieve, but I might. It'll give me something to do. It'll keep me connected with the family as much as can be expected. Just one more detail I've got to work out. And like I said, I've come to the decision that I will get the new DC to DC converter, 20 amp, install it, and get a few more flexible portable solar panels to pump up the solar panels, because I have a 30 amp solar charger, and the most I ever get is, I'm going to call it 15 amps. But the most I've ever gotten is 150 watts. No, 200 watts. The most I've ever gotten is 200 watts out of 300 watt solar panels. So that means I can double, at least as far as the solar charger goes, without having to upgrade. Anyway, I can add some more solar panels and get a little bit more power available, and then reduce my power requirements by getting a video editor that I can do offline and not have to spend every minute with the Starlink connected. Yeah, that's the plan. And I gotta make an appointment to get the thermostat fixed. And the doors don't work. Now that passenger window doesn't roll down reliably. The passenger door lock, automatic locks don't work. The passenger window doesn't work. The passenger side, the rear passenger entrance door doesn't work. The lock is totally seized. And I've got to get it serviced. That's the part I just am struggling with. How and where to get this stuff serviced. My only option is to go to Napa up in Siloam and say, hey, how much of this can you fix? And see what they say. And they see if they'll let me sleep in the thing overnight, if they have to keep it overnight. You know what I'm saying? I can't hitchhike back and forth to Siloam. Crap, that's how far is that? It's a 20-minute drive each way. And I'm not going to take it to the dealership for that stuff. Dealership would be an hour and 40 minutes each way. And they'd wind up saying, well, we don't know how long it'll take. You got to leave it a week. You know? I can't live with that. I don't know. I'll quit whining about it. Just do what I got to do. Hopefully. Yeah, and I ordered the dictaphone, that little recording machine, so I can stop doing this. This doesn't do me any good. Because then I have to play them back when I'm focusing on writing down what I'm watching, you know. So I need to get that in there, and that'll come. Guess it's all scheduled for May 1st. So I'm not leaving before May 1st. That'll give me a week to at least get things ship-shape before I spend the next week getting things ship-shaper. Haha. That'll take me to the middle of April. And then May 5th is my appointment. And hopefully sometime after that I can leave. Go north. Thinking I'll go west to California, see if I can get to the redwoods, and then go back over to Nevada. See if I can get up an altitude in northern Nevada. Just because it seems like it might be a little bit more of a wide open state. And I'm not sure about Western California. Near the coast is where I would love to go, but I don't think I can do that. It's too congested. Would be too expensive. It might be something I do to check it out, but I think I'm gonna stick with a Nevada plan. That way I don't have to go too far north. Maybe. Because I tried to find in California ways to get up into the mountains. And it looks too rugged. I'm not sure, but those mountains don't have the access that I am looking for. They're few and far between. That's rugged stuff. Until you get over, I guess there's the Sierra Nevadas. I'm not sure what that mountain range is to the east of California, running up. And it looks like some serious mountain stuff there. All green, of course, but a lot of BLM land, of course, but still national forests and state forests and stuff, which is different than BLM land. Yeah, so there you have it. Yep, that's all. Good morning. It's 7 o'clock, Friday, March 28, 2025. The 7th morning of trip number 2. Beautiful sun just came up through Plomosas Pass. It's a little overcast this morning, but I hope that'll cook off soon. It's nice and brisk. It's about, I'm guessing, 65 degrees, maybe. No wind at all. Nobody here. Everything's going well. Batteries are this morning at 89%. That's encouraging. I'd like to stay here, actually. I've gone through the threshold of fixing things and adjusting things and working things out, so this could be an opportunity to do that. But I I need a shower, so I'm gonna go home and reset and gather things, gather my thoughts about what to improve. Uh, yes, sir, it's looking good. I'm just looking off at the mountains, and the sun is coming through and shining on them. It would be on me, but it clouded up a bit. Number one most important thing, I need to get my coffee maker. Coffee. Uh, you don't want to get too used. I don't want to get spoiled drinking cowboy coffee. You know, you get too used to that, and yeah, it's all good. Plenty of traffic. Um, that's the one drawback of this area, this spot right here. You hear the traffic constantly, even at night. You hear noises. And when trucks blow a tire, it's an explosion. It's not some, you know, suddenly you're, no, they go boom. Feel pretty good this morning. Woke up motivated, energized, slept good. Takes a while to get used to sleeping. And the natural, I want to wait. I'm starting now to get into the cadence of waking up at sunrise and going to bed earlier because you want to preserve battery power. And that works out. That's the way you should do it. Wake up with the sun. I did though. Even after the sun went down, I watched YouTube for quite a while until I get tired of it. I was watching a movie, several PBS documentaries, other YouTube channels and stuff like that, tinkering around with trying to make programs work. And there's no getting around it. Some of the programs are going to have to be, they only work while you're connected to the internet. I did download the other one was Clipchamp from Microsoft. I referred to it as Quick Clip or something. Yeah. Anyway, this new one, I think it will work offline. I was originally scared out of it when I saw the user agreement, and it explained you had to go into it and read about how it was able to use the limitations and whatnot, or the non-limitations, how it could use your information. That's probably another thing I gotta get used to. I work really hard on most stuff to limit exposure to that type of thing. So I'll take it forward from there and see what I can do with that, because that is something, you know, you have to work for hours and hours. You can put in, from my understanding, I guess I put in a lot of hours too, but other people, they'll put in 8-10 hours a day. A lot of the people making money on YouTube are using professional editors to do all that stuff for them, because it shows up in the quality of their websites, their channels. Very professional. That's because they're professionally done. So what was my point? I don't know. Limiting the requirements for being online all the time. Even that isn't too bad, because the one night that I ran the battery down, it was because
I left the satellite dish powered up all night, and that drew it down. That hurt it, and then it exposed the fact that I couldn't charge it, and I had to have to fix that DC to DC converter. So even doing it that way, I could do it. I just have to recharge my batteries by starting the car every morning. You know, that's not optimal either. So, and I'll have to learn how to, when I make videos, cut a lot of this stuff out. Because I'm sure people aren't going to sit there and watch me write notes to myself. And I ordered some stuff. Yeah, this could work. I could make this work. Take care of a few things. I can't see the route in front of me to take though when I leave. All I can think of is go west. I just got to get into California. From there, see, it is the Sierra Nevadas. There's a mountain range that is going to complicate my travels. East of that in Nevada, it's all like this. It's desert. There's nothing green. Different altitudes and all. But the border of California is the border of the desert. You go east and you've got Death Valley. You go west and you've got Yellowstone Park. Wow. So I'm going to have to go west. Take my chances. Do some more research into finding campsites. I got to make sure I know where to camp. And I'm saying that in the pinching state of mind. If I can go into a state park, pay a fee. I can go into RV parks in an emergency, pay a fee. I don't have to boondock. I could pull into a hotel, motel for a night. But that is the kind of thing that you want to do maybe once or twice a month, if you have to, or to take like I need a shower break or a spa break. I'll rent a room and take a bath, and then make a night of it in a air-conditioned room or something. I have no idea if I'm filming myself. I can't see I don't know why I did what I did. Anyhow, yeah, I got a little chilly last night. Nothing close to needing the heater. I only needed that 1 or 2 nights at the beginning, and from then on it's not needed. But I'm going to be glad to have it when I go north. And I guess I've come up with a conclusion that it's the only option for me is to buy some more solar panels and just add more solar charge capacity. I can do that. I've got spare capacity on my charger. Now I just need to add a few panels. That will help immensely. So I don't need to buy a Honda generator. I'm not to that point. That would be the next step up. And that would mean some major changes, either pulling a trailer or adapting the cargo carrier for that purpose. that would be the next step up if I needed to do that. Let's see, a lot of people not doing that. A lot of people don't have a desktop computer. Jeepers, feels like it's gonna rain. Sure wish I had a weather radio. Now the breeze has come up a little bit. Just feels like rain coming from the southeast. By Mountain House. This episode is brought to you by Mountain House. The people at Mountain House really know how to serve me. This is pretty good. It's granola with milk and blueberries. Freeze dried. All of their stuff is good, but very expensive. Oh, I just almost made it out of the sun. Anyway, it's 10:22 a.m. March 28, 2025. The morning of the 7th day. And I'm packing up. I've got everything packed except the tent. Taking a break. Still a little bit overcast. Battery did good last night. Charging up now. Spilt a couple drops of diesel. Unavoidable. But I need to get a funnel. Maybe I can reduce that a little bit more even. Yeah, it's working out okay. Had a good breakfast. I thought I had underestimated my purchase. I said it would not last more than a week, but it would. I've still got probably a week's worth of food that I bought. Of course, all the fresh stuff, the bananas, the tomatoes, I ate those up. Most of the bread, hot dogs, that's gone. That's stuff I had to eat unfrozen, just start eating on them. The rest of the stuff lasts. I still got chicken and hamburger frozen, and the rest of the stuff I could freeze, I kept frozen. The refrigerator's working fine. It never lost a beat. Well, I don't have much time on the camera, so I'm going to finish packing up, go home, and shower. Yeah.